A person from your past is about to confess something they did behind your back. They're terrified you will find out first. Archangel Michael says, open this message immediately. Something you never expected is unraveling behind the veil of silence. A truth that was locked in guilt is now on the edge of being exposed. The person who walked away as if nothing ever happened is now trembling. They didn't think you'd make it this far. But your light has become too bright for their shadows to hide in anymore. There was a moment in the past when you trusted them blindly. You shared your laughter, your plans, your struggles, believing they stood with you. But all the while, they were holding back something heavy, something bitter, something they never thought they'd have to admit. They didn't think time would catch up with them. They believed the silence would protect them forever. But something in the air is shifting. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Now, they can barely sleep. Their heart races each time your name is mentioned. They are terrified that you will find out before they confess. The weight of their betrayal is now eating them from the inside. They see how the universe has started favoring you. Everything they thought would break you has only made you shine harder. You will soon notice a sudden change in how they look at you. Their energy will become anxious, their tone will break, and their words will feel trapped. That's because the moment they've been dreading is getting closer. Archangel Michael says, the truth will no longer stay buried. The energy of exposure has arrived. No matter how deeply it was hidden, no matter how much they paid to keep it quiet, it's time. Type Amen to get blessing 528. This confession will not come easily. They are practicing the words in their mirror. But their fear is not of your reaction, it's the shame of being seen for who they really were. You gave them grace. You gave them chances. But instead of guarding your trust, they misused it. Someone from your circle has known part of the truth all along. They were made to promise silence. But now, even they are growing uncomfortable with the weight of that lie. There will be a strange silence in one conversation soon. You'll feel it. The topic will shift suddenly, because they fear that your intuition is getting too close. You may feel drained lately, but that's not your energy. It's theirs. It's the pressure of guilt crawling toward the surface, trying to escape the cage they built for it. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This secret wasn't small. It involved something you deeply cared about, your name, your opportunity, or your connection with someone dear. They thought if they smiled enough, you'd never sense the crack beneath it. They did something behind your back that they would never forgive someone else for doing to them. But now, karma is circling back, and they're starting to sweat. Archangel Michael says, their actions will meet your elevation. You don't need revenge. You don't even need the full confession. What's meant to rise to the surface will rise on its own. The universe has already begun showing you signs. A name keeps repeating. A face you hadn't thought about for months now flashes in unexpected moments. That's not random. You may find a message soon, one they accidentally left open or one that finds its way to you from another source. It won't be loud. But it will whisper the truth louder than any scream. Type Amen to get blessing 936. The person involved might try to act like nothing ever happened at first. They might even offer help, hoping to balance the scales quietly. But the guilt is no longer manageable. You're entering a season of revelation. In this season, masks will fall off without you lifting a finger. And what's been blocking your blessing will be removed in full sight. They betrayed you not because you weren't valuable, but because they thought you'd never discover how much you actually were. They feared your power even then. Now, the winds are turning. Your voice, your clarity, your truth is rising, and they're afraid of where it will lead. You may notice stammering, nervous laughter, or strange silences when you walk in. They'll act supportive, but their eyes will be restless. Because they know the hour is close. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. You'll soon see unexpected contact, a call, a message, or even a personal meeting. They may try to confess softly, cloaked in casual words. But every word will bleed with fear. Your soul already sensed this betrayal a long time ago. But you buried it, thinking you were just overthinking. You weren't. Now, truth will unbury itself. Archangel Michael says, you will rise above this. What they feared you'd find out first, you already know, spiritually. Now the physical confirmation is coming. They will try to gain your forgiveness not because they deserve it, but because they know their peace can't return without it. You owe them no rage, only your rise. The truth is no longer a secret. It's an echo waiting to return. And it's coming faster than they expect. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The betrayal involved more than one person. One acted, another stayed silent. But both are about to break that silence in different ways. One will confess softly, hesitantly, trying to redeem themselves. The other will panic, fearing the full picture will ruin their reputation. Their biggest fear now is not what you'll say. It's that you'll rise even higher once it's all revealed, and they'll have no part in that story anymore. There is a whisper in the atmosphere now. Their name will show up in an odd context. Your dreams may carry fragments of this truth. Pay attention. Your angels have been guarding you from the full blow of what they did. But now, they are allowing just enough to surface, for you to reclaim your clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 688. They tried to block an opportunity meant for you. They tampered with a door you were about to walk through. But instead of blocking your future, they only delayed it. Now, the blessing is returning with double force. And they are terrified it will come to you before they've had a chance to explain themselves. Their guilt is not from being found out. Their guilt is from realizing you never deserved it. They are starting to see how rare your loyalty was. Someone may accidentally bring up their name in conversation soon. Watch their eyes, listen to the pause, it's in those tiny cracks that the truth slips out. You won't have to beg, chase, or ask. The confession will come. It may come indirectly at first, but then the full wave will crash in. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They underestimated your spiritual covering. They forgot your journey is divinely protected. And now, every wrong move they made in secret is being exposed to light. One of your recent victories has unsettled them. It reminded them that no matter what they tried to ruin, your destiny is still active. They feared you'd find out too soon. But now, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the when is knocking. Archangel Michael says, stand tall, your truth is being served. Let your energy stay grounded and focused. You are not just surviving this season, you're being prepared to be elevated because of it. Their apology will come with tears. But don't let emotion cloud your power. Forgive only when your spirit feels ready, not just because they suddenly regret it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You will glow even brighter after this truth comes forward. Your presence will feel even stronger. The same person who whispered lies behind you will start whispering apologies in front of others. The very hands that tried to close your doors will now hold them open for you, silently begging for your grace. This is not just a revelation. It's a turning point. One that will change how you see people forever. Your heart will grow stronger. Your vision will sharpen. And your spirit will never again be deceived by the same shadow. They tried to dim your light when they saw how brightly it could shine. But light always exposes darkness. And now, it's exposed. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They've been living two lives. One where they pretend they've done nothing wrong, and another filled with regret, anxiety, and sleepless nights. But both are collapsing now, under the weight of your rising truth. There was a point when they convinced themselves you'd never make it without them. That you'd be too broken to move forward, too shaken to rise. But you did. And that's what scares them the most. Your ability to grow, glow, and go higher, without exposing them, without dragging them, without even looking back. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The confession they're holding in will not be easy to deliver. It's not just what they did, it's how long they kept it hidden. They watched you suffer, watched you question yourself, and still said nothing. But now, the divine spotlight is shifting toward them. Conversations they thought were buried will resurface. Documents they thought deleted will reappear. Someone from their past is also coming forward. That person saw everything but stayed quiet out of loyalty or fear. But even they can't stay silent anymore. You will receive unexpected information. Either through a slip of the tongue, a screenshot, a forwarded message, or their own trembling voice. It's coming. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Your guides want you to remain calm when the wave hits. You've been emotionally prepared for this for a long time. That unease in your chest wasn't random, it was the energy of this moment building for years. They are not just sorry for what they did. They are ashamed because they now realize you were the only one who truly believed in them. And they failed you. Their own words will betray them soon. They'll contradict themselves. They'll try to rewrite the story, but the truth has too many witnesses now. Even if they try to twist it, the facts are clearer than ever. You'll see a message they sent about you. You'll hear what they said when they thought you weren't listening. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your strength will confuse them. They expected anger. But instead, they'll see you elevate. The universe is shifting your timeline. What they delayed is being accelerated. What they blocked is being restored. The more they panic, the more they try to fix what they broke. But what they didn't realize is, you already replaced what they tried to destroy. They tried to dim your voice, but now your voice is commanding rooms. They tried to isolate you, but now you walk with an invisible army. They will watch you from afar. Regret will make their steps heavy, and their pride will make them stumble. But they'll remember, your grace was unmatched. Type Amen to get blessing 202. The people who laughed with them when they hurt you will now question them. Their alliances are crumbling. They are being left to face what they did, alone. One of them may even confess to you first, just to save their own name. But the full truth will eventually come from the one who started it all. They will try to justify it with, "I was scared," or "I didn't know what else to do," but deep down, they knew exactly what they were doing. And they did it anyway. But now, the clock is ticking. Their silence is no longer safety, it's pressure. Archangel Michael says, your healing has become their undoing. Your forgiveness is not weakness, it's power. And they now understand that too late. Type Amen to get blessing 535. Their dreams are haunted by the moment it all comes out. They've tried to distract themselves with busyness, with new people, with noise. But guilt has no off switch. They never thought you'd grow this much. They never thought your energy would expand. But it did, and that's what's forcing the truth to chase them now. There's a connection between this person and something that recently failed in your life. It could be a job, a friend, a deal, or even a partner. They interfered behind the scenes. They whispered something they had no right to say. They planted doubt in someone's mind. And they watched as the opportunity slipped from you, thinking they'd won. But what they didn't know was that what they touched was protected. Type Amen to get blessing 343. You were always divinely shielded, even in your tears. Even when you didn't understand why certain doors closed, the heavens were rearranging your path. Now, not only is that opportunity returning, but the truth behind why it left is also walking back with it. Prepare yourself. This truth will hit in waves, first the suspicion, then the proof, then the confession. Each phase will make you stronger. You won't just survive it. You'll glow through it. They're afraid because you're about to know. But more than that, they're afraid the world will see how they betrayed someone so loyal. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Someone very close to them is urging them to come clean. It could be a sibling, a friend, or even a new partner who senses something is wrong. They've told them, you need to fix this before it explodes. But the truth doesn't knock. It breaks doors. You are being positioned for a breakthrough that no one can block anymore. And this moment, the confession, is the final trigger. You will rise without noise. You will glow without explanation. And they will regret ever choosing to play in the dark. Your silence wasn't weakness. It was wisdom. And now your wisdom is making noise louder than any confrontation could. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Their attempt to erase what they did is failing. The digital fingerprints are still there. The people involved still remember. They thought time would fade it. But time only matured the energy, making it clearer and more dangerous for their secret. Someone may send you a voice note or text out of nowhere. Read it carefully. Listen deeply. It's the beginning of the unraveling. You are no longer confused. You're just waiting for confirmation. And that confirmation is closer than ever. They've told others, I think they're on to me. And the truth is, they're absolutely right. Type Amen to get blessing 616. This is not just a personal event. It's a spiritual shift. Your timeline is being reset from manipulation back to divine alignment. Archangel Michael says, no more delay. The truth is like fire, it burns everything fake. And what will be left standing, will be only what's real. They tried to break you. Instead, they built you. They tried to erase you. Instead, you became unforgettable. And now, they will watch you ascend while holding the heavy truth that they once tried to bury. Forgive when your heart is ready, but never forget how far you've come. You rose without exposing them. But now, the light is doing that for you. They are pacing the floor tonight. The confession is boiling in their throat, but fear has gripped them tighter than ever. They sense that the moment they've dreaded is not just coming, it's already here. You've been walking with grace, but your spirit has been sensing their nervousness. You've seen the odd messages, the accidental likes, the random check-ins. All signs that guilt is no longer hiding in silence, it's trying to speak. The storm in their heart is not because they think you'll explode. It's because they know they don't deserve even your silence anymore. Your peace now feels louder than their lies. A conversation is brewing. One that will change the dynamic between you and this person forever. There's no going back from it. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. Someone who once stood beside them is now growing distant. That person has discovered parts of the truth, and no longer wants to be associated with deception. This falling out will be your confirmation. You'll hear that someone suddenly stopped speaking to them or unfollowed them quietly. That shift is part of the exposure. Your glow is making their guilt unbearable. Every time someone praises you, they flinch. Every time someone mentions your growth, their anxiety tightens. They used to think you were forgettable. Now, they see you're unforgettable. That realization is their greatest torment. They didn't expect you to be celebrated. They thought your pain would silence you. But you became louder without even speaking a word. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. They may try to send someone else to speak on their behalf. A mutual contact might suddenly try to clear the air or talk about the past. But don't let that distract you. The one who broke your trust must face you. The confession must come from the source. No proxy can erase the weight of betrayal. They might even act like they just remembered something, pretending it's all casual. But inside, they're collapsing. This is a spiritual breaking point. You were never the one who owed an explanation. And yet, you were the one who carried the pain silently for so long. Now that burden is lifting. Because the truth is walking straight to your door. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. There's a document, photo, message, or voicemail that confirms what they did. It may resurface on an old device, a forgotten backup, or even sent to you by someone else. What they thought was deleted is still alive. What they tried to erase has now become the key to your justice. They underestimated divine timing. But timing has always been on your side. It's never been late, it's been perfect. This is not just a personal reckoning. It's spiritual justice. A moment written for your soul to be vindicated, not with vengeance, but with complete clarity. Archangel Michael says, justice delayed is not justice denied. The season of exposure is now. Your name is being cleared, your light is being restored, and their shadows are retreating. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The words you've been waiting to hear will come. And they won't come in pride, they'll come wrapped in tears, shame, and hesitation. I was wrong. You didn't deserve that. I should have told you earlier. These phrases will shake you, not because they hurt, but because they confirm what your soul always knew. But let this be your reminder, you never needed the confession to rise. You were already rising. Still, the confession will come. Because the truth can only hide from a divine light for so long. They now realize, nothing they hid was hidden from your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You were chosen to endure that betrayal not as punishment, but as preparation. The one who hurt you behind your back didn't realize that every attack shaped your calling. This revelation is not meant to destroy you, it's meant to close a cycle. You are not in the same position anymore. And they are not the same person who hurt you. But you must listen carefully when they speak. Because buried in their apology may still be fragments of denial. That's how deep their fear runs. Do not rush to respond. Your silence is louder than any reaction. Let the universe deal with what you no longer need to carry. Let them confess. Let them cry. Let them face the weight of their choices. You don't need to do anything but stand in your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. They hoped your kindness would make you forget. But your spirit remembers more than your mind ever could. You were always steps ahead, intuitively. But now, the confirmation is catching up.